But there is a certain consistency of a particular set group of people that have had control, it's I look at it, I see it as like this. It's like a cultural thing, right?
Hmm.
Because I like doing some research, I've learned that like a lot of the European countries were Christian, right? They weren't Jewish. They were predominantly Christian. That's how they were on the front, right? They predominantly were Christian. And Christians, they frowned upon usury, right? You know about usury, right?
Refresh me.
Usury. Usury is basically loan sharking, or loaning you money and getting charging interest on it, right? So Christianity was against that, and they actually made laws behind that. But the Jewish people didn't adhere to that.
Hmm.
So, and that's how they built their business. So now, fast forward to, I'll loan you a couple $1 million to get your career off, but I expect this out of it.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
right.
And it's a cultural thing. It's not like they've been doing it from that time, but it was illegal. But it wasn't until really like the 17th century that Christianity actually accepted usury. I mean, you see where I'm going with that?
I do. All right, so let's say Kanye is 100% correct.
No, I don't want to go that far. I don't want to go that far. I'm not even trying to make this a debate about him, really.
Right. Yeah. That's the whole thing that I say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it just becomes a problem and stuff. And we have such bad. I was thinking about my enlightenment knowledge. He used to always say that the father said that the devil gets all the wrongdoers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And once we make a mistake of some sort, they're right on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, what the major populace gets of black folk is, oh shit, look what they did to Kanye for just speaking his mind, whether he's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or Kyrie for just sharing a doc. Like, he shared something that they sell, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like he showed it from some clandestine site that he dug in the internet and found a black web, was in the dark web. Right? It's just Amazon. It's straight Amazon product, you know what I mean? It's an Amazon sold product, you know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And he just shared it though. He had no commentary on it either.
Right.
So maybe, he could have just said he's not very eloquent at all.
Kyrie.
Right? Yeah, he's not. So he didn't say something like, I just thought it would add something to the discussion, varying viewpoints, contradictory viewpoints, different perspectives.
It's sold on Amazon.
Right. So he just said that. So people are wondering why he couldn't get punished and stuff like that. And everybody, even obviously you see all the legendary athletes that are commentators, the Reggie Millers, the Charles Barkleys, he should get punished. But it sets a precedent, though. You know what I'm saying? Just like a precedent would be set, because they've been trying to set this, right? When all these years of COVID, we were saying, right? Like you and I were saying, this jab has problems. There are problems in it, though. There's documentation. Richard Fleming, the soon huge 800-page book from, RFK Jr. and all these kind of things. That book's on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if they punished him like Kyrie like that, then that means they could punish a book that people want to disagree but has all the proofs, was shown to be incorrect, right? Because didn't the Supreme Court just say that these vaccines don't stop transmission? So you couldn't really fire somebody for that? So that means that correct information also could be outlawed, because this is what was happening. So what we see is a precedent, and it's more of an experimentation of like, if people share the wrong thing, can we completely cancel them? Can we destroy them for sharing something that is incorrect? You know what I mean? So we can start to do it with opinions about history and things. And look, even though we deal with things to be right and exact, in many respects, right? And I'm saying that I haven't seen the documentary, although the premise of the title and the way it goes is very linear, so I already disagree with it.
And the name of it is what?
I forgot the name of it though, but I know the subtitle is like Black Hebrews to Black Americans. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing about that, even though I disagree with that, in general, right? In general, because we're the oppressed. The history of our people is always something that goes through this, has to go like even technical science, where it goes through disagreement. Because we don't have all the facts. You know what I mean? We're getting facts. We're interpreting facts. We're looking at things. I mean, that's the whole study of anthropology. We're looking at things. We're looking at wisdom to find out the knowledge. We're looking at the things left behind to find the knowledge. We're stuck in wisdom knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the knowledge that ancient Kemet had. We look at the things that they left behind and we say they must have lived this way, but we don't really see how they lived.
Right.
We gather how they lived by what was there. So there always has to be there's always the possibility of saying, well, there's something else here. That's correct, but there's something else. Or
there's more to the picture.
Right, there's always more to the picture because we weren't really there. And because we're oppressed, a lot of these histories are falsified. A lot of these histories are shunned.
Exaggerated.
Right, exaggerated. And they could be exaggerated by the oppressor or by us when we make hagiography. We exalt someone and stuff like that.
If Mecca did this.